Last month, the judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking her from making those appointments without approval from trustees.
I am about to address some things as the supervisor. There will be no comments, there won't be anything. It'll just be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on.
Reason M4 Tiffany Henyard is making waves in the unexpected way as we go into the messy, chaotic, and completely incredible world of Dolton, Illinois. Henyard, the first female mayor of this tiny village, is at the center of one of the most bizarre political scandals you've probably never heard of. But we promise that after reading this, you'll want to know.
Investigator, I've got some books that says super mayor. Inside I have from the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois.
The kicker is this. Despite being the subject of numerous investigations, accusations of embezzlement, and nearly every charge in the book, Henyard has declared her intention to run for re-election. Yes, you heard correctly, re-election. Now, why in the world would someone who is so hot want to jump back into the fire? Well, we're going to dissect everything and perhaps even provide an answer by the end of this video, but first let's set the scene a little bit. Henyard's ascent to power appeared to be a historic moment for the people of Dolton, a small village just south of Chicago. In 2021, she became the town's first female mayor, inspiring hope among the populace. She ran on a platform of change, transparency, and raising the standard of living for Dolton residents. That story didn't take long to develop.
Also new tonight, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is suing some village trustees over money.
Almost immediately after taking office, Henyard's leadership style was questioned by trustees, residents, and even former allies who accused her of turning the village into a personal kingdom, making decisions behind closed doors, and most importantly, squandering taxpayer funds like monopoly money. By 2022, only a year into her term, voters were so angry that they actually recalled her. But this is where things got crazy. Henyard retaliated by taking the recalled decision to court and somehow managed to get the Illinois Appellate Court to toss the recall votes, and then she was back in office acting as if nothing had happened. Discuss resiliency, or as you know, defiance to this day. She doubled on and things only got worse. Let's talk about the FBI probe. Yes, you heard us. After such a near call, Henyard, perhaps we should calm down a bit and stop making enemies. When the FBI visited Dolton Village Hall earlier this year, they weren't there for a nice visit. Instead, they were investigating the village's financial records, and what they discovered wasn't very encouraging.
This administration is shameful. Y'all are a disgrace.
We're watching the fall of this administration.
At the core of this administration's downfall are these grave accusations that Henyard has been using village funds for extravagant expenses. By extravagant, I don't mean office supplies. Rather, I mean parties, vacations, and even personal purchases. According to one report, Henyard spent tens of thousands of village funds on an Amazon shopping spree, and the taxpayers are essentially paying for Henyard's online shopping habit. And it doesn't end there. Remember the Christmas party she threw with R&B singer Key Wyatt and rapper Jay Holiday? That cost the village over $85,000. Who throws a party that expensive on a mayor's salary? Oh, wait, happening in a small town that most people have never heard of, and it's true. The judge today declined to hold her in contempt, but he did warn her that if she disregarded the ruling, he would. Despite everything that is happening, Henyard is still resolute and is working harder than ever to maintain her position of authority. What's even more shocking is that she is doing this while blatantly disobeying court orders. Earlier this year, a judge actually prevented her from appointing her to important positions in the village, such as the village attorney and police chief, because she lacked the required board approvals. Claiming that the trustees are only trying to take advantage of her, the village is caught in the middle, and it's a mess. So I got it. But wait, it gets even stranger. In addition to the legal drama, there is personal drama leaking into the courtroom. Rumors about Henyard's private life, specifically her relationship with a man who, let's just say, has become a major player in all of this, have been circulating for a while. And you thought things couldn't get any stranger, but guess what? Her own boyfriend testified against her in court, revealing details about how she allegedly misappropriated village funds for private expenses like fancy dinners and vacations.
But did warn her that if she did not follow the ruling, he would.
of the Illinois Attorney General's office, banning the organization from raising funds, for example. How can she dismiss a foundation that features her name and picture prominently? Isn't she the same person who passionately advocated for the foundation during her week-long trip to Springfield in October 2022? She even rode an electric bicycle adorned with the phrases Super Mayor and Tiffany Heirs Foundation. Along the way, she promoted t-shirts and sweatshirts featuring the foundation's name and her signature. And look at the man in this photo. That's Kamal Woods, Tiffany's boyfriend, who is among those served with a federal in the investigation into the questionable construction project. Kamal faced accusations of earning a staggering salary exceeding $100,000 a year, all while working private security for the local government. Talk about a boyfriend allowance, and let me tell you, these are just a few of the allegations being raised. There's a whole slew of others. Meanwhile, the people of Dalton are calling for Tiffany's resignation. Honestly, I'm surprised it's taken this long for her to be held accountable. She continues to act as if everything is just fine in response to allegations of misusing taxpayer funds in her office. The board sought to pass a resolution for an investigation into Tiffany's spending. However, Tiffany countered that the accusations were merely personal attacks from the village board's so-called boys club, which she accused of orchestrating a smear campaign against her. She dismissed all the allegations as lies, yet with substantial funds unaccounted for and evidence of misappropriation. If Tiffany insists she is blameless, then who is responsible? Is she implying that she is being scapegoated in a larger scheme? This situation raises many unanswered questions. In the absence of the township's 5 sitting trustees, Supervisor Tiffany Henyard's attempt at a special meeting was more of a soliloquy.
Next thing is my vetoes. So I got 7 vetoes here that the board
Said in response to a series of ordinances the village's board passed last week to manage event spending. It seems that Mayor Tiffany Henyard has finally been caught by the long arm of the law, and she's feeling the heat. If you've missed the buzz on social media, let me fill you in. Tiffany has managed to run the entire township of Dalton, Illinois, into the ground in less than a year. Apparently, she was using town resources to finance her extravagant lifestyle, jet setting around the globe like a Kardashian. But now that the FBI is closing in and her funds have dried up, it looks like she's hit rock bottom. Rumor has it she's selling off her possessions just to stay afloat and avoid complete financial ruin. Hey everyone, this case just got a whole lot juicier. You'll want to dive into this drama right now because it's about to heat up. Tiffany Henyard has been making waves as the mayor of Dalton, Illinois since 2021, and she even took on the role of Thoron Township Supervisor in 2022. But let me tell you, her time in the spotlight has been nothing short of chaotic. Express.
That's clickbait, huh? All right. I guess anything else? I get sued all the time. Y'all stop.
Has been grabbing headlines lately, but unfortunately it's for all the wrong reasons. Think financial shadiness, corruption, fraud, and a slew of questionable dealings. For the past year, Tiffany has been in constant conflict with most of the village's board of trustees, and let me tell you, it's turned into a full-blown drama fest. But hold on, Tiffany's reputation as a total menace didn't just spring up overnight. The controversy began back in August 2019 when CBS 2 Chicago revealed that Tiffany was benefiting from Section 8 housing subsidies for a property she owned, which was riddled with severe issues like mold and water leaks. Talk about a disaster. By November 2019, the fees from her case with the feds, it's likely she'll be filing for bankruptcy, as she's not emerging from this situation unscathed. So that's all from today's video. Stay tuned to Star Rumors, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks.